What's going on, all of you fantastic freelancers? My name is William, and my apologies for this video releasing a little later in the day than normal. Okay, a lot later in the day than normal. I have been scheduling and scripting videos for up until launch, and I may have gotten a little bit carried away with my day. In this video though, I wanted to give you all my honest thoughts and opinions of the Anthem demo, and how representative it is of the final product. Before I do so though, and for the love of everything that is good and holy, these are just my thoughts and feelings as a gamer. Not as an Anthem content creator, not as a game changer or an Anthem supporter. I have not been paid, nor have I ever been paid by EA to produce any sort of content on Anthem, as this is my hobby and I produce content solely for you all. So, with that cleared up and out of the way, let's get into it. Anthem's open demo was a vast improvement from the VIP demo. There is little to no denying that. It was a huge improvement from its predecessor, but still not perfect. There were still the 95% load screen errors, game crashes, and so on that plagued the previous demo, but at least they were felt at a slightly lesser intensity in the open demo. There were also a series of complaints about controls on PC, both for flight and water, and complaints about Anthem's gunplay, activities, and so on. I have the unique position of being a player who has actually gotten to experience what Anthem will be like at launch, or at the very least experienced a build that will be closer to what we will experience at launch, so maybe I can put some of your minds to ease a bit. First, for PC players at least, you should have noticed a considerable difference to your flight and water controls, which will be closer to what you will experience at launch. As for gunplay, okay, I'll level with you. It was improved in the build that I got to play, but it still isn't quite what I would want it to be. You will definitely feel more kickback and the guns will feel a little bit more, I don't know, heavy hitting, but they still aren't where I would want them to be, to say the least. Especially with things like SMGs, marksman rifles, and so on. Then again, most of my time in San Francisco was spent playing as the Storm, but even then I was using my weapons a fair bit. Keep in mind though, Anthem's emphasis is definitely on abilities first, and then on weapons when your abilities are on cooldown. However, those are just my personal opinions. As far as activity variety is concerned, there is so much more to do in the full game than there is in the demo. I mean, this was just a taste, not a full feast, so to speak. There are 3 strongholds, legendary contracts, missions, more world events, and more unique ones at that. At least 70% more of a map to explore, better gear to grind, craft, and roll on, more cosmetics, various different enemy types, a full story, and need I go on? I don't really understand where the complaints are coming from that there isn't enough to do in Anthem when we've only gotten a small fragment of what is to come. I will say this much though, there is plenty to do in Anthem aside from grinding, and if you all would like, I would happily make a video on that later as to what activities there actually are in Anthem. However, the demos, I would say, did get a few things right. It got us all acquainted with all the various javelins, showed us how combat works, gave you a taste of what the forge and crafting system will be like, some codex entries, met some very cool characters, and you get the point. We also got to experience a minor storm that brought to life the Ash Titans again, which were admittedly a decent amount of fun to fight. This showed off the game's ability to bring to life world events at the flip of a switch, which we all could experience together at the same time. Now, do I think the demo gave a decent representation of what it will be like at launch? It was a good introduction, and that's about it. Things are still being fine-tuned, and as Mike Gamble and Mark Dara pointed out a dozen some odd times, this build was from December, which is a lifetime ago in developmental talk. Though all of this is kind of moot until we actually get to play the final product, isn't it? Overall, I'd give the demo a 7 out of 10. But what did you all think about the open demo? Any concerns still lingering about Anthem? Let me know in the comment section below, and I'll try to answer them either there or make a video publicly addressing the topic if it is frequently asked enough. And if you enjoyed the content we are producing on your game, Anthem, then be sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for a new video almost every day until launch. As always, a monumental thank you to our patrons for their generous donations and support. We welcome our newest members, as your donations go a long way to helping us maintain and increase the quality of content we produce on this channel. I hope all of you fantastic freelancers have a phenomenal day as always, and I'm looking forward to seeing you all in the next video very soon. Onwards and upwards, freelancers. Excelsior.